Well, hello, folks. We are back. You might notice there's a little bit of blank space over there. I mean, it's technically the chat is still there. If you that part, again, just doing a little renovating, little fixing things up. But that's not important right now. What's important is we're playing Etrian Odyssey, and for the past few weeks, this one floor has been beating me down. And so, in preparation of this, I did a little bit of grinding. I played for a while. I got a level. I went back. I cleared out all the FOEs again, and gained another level in the process. So we're going to have some skill points to spend. Then I quickly warped back to town and saved without resting. And then came back down, and thankfully the FOEs had not respawned. And then I made a save state. So just to avoid having to repeat any of the content from last week. Last week we spent an hour just clearing out FOEs and then got destroyed by the boss and lost the full hour's worth of progress. So this about gets us back to where we need to be, and also maybe a little more prepared. I hope a little more prepared. Well, speaking of unprepared, let's hop on over here, and yeah, that is blank. There we go. Yeah, just gonna be making some changes. Anyway, let's unpause. So the first time we fought this guy, he used Petrify and kind of destroyed us with that. Tornado it. So Immunize doesn't do what I thought it did, but elemental resistance could be good here. This guy's been hitting us with lightning attacks. I'm gonna see if Frost is better than Blaze. Hit us with that relaxing right away. That seemed good. I think we may go with Frost instead of Fire. keep rear guarding for now. Alright, we need to refresh again. Party's ice resistance remained while enemies decreases. My ice is already doing pretty good damage, so let's try that. And there we go. That was a lot. a lot. But we got him. After defeating the golden guardian bird, its glow fades as it collapses to the ground. At last, no kidding. At last is the right word there. At last, you have overcome the guardian bird of the forest folk. As you rest from the arduous battle, the pale-skinned girl of the forest folk appears. How could the Iwao-Pelton have fallen to humans? The pale-skinned maiden speaks in hushed tones as she stares balefully at you. Her cohorts defeated and her guardian bird slain. The girl is powerless to intervene further. Still gazing at you, the forest girl continues. Everything is gone. I can do nothing else. Go below if that is what thou desire. The stairs to the next stratum are in the small room north of here. Take the hidden path in the wall of trees to reach it. The forest girl casts her head down and makes to leave, bidding a final goodbye. Farewell, humans. Nothing stands in thy way now. Not my brethren, not even myself. Within moments, the pale-skinned maiden has blended invisibly with the rest of the forest. You have carried out the mission given to you by the Rada. You may either search for the small room the forest girl spoke of or return to town. Or do some mapping. Yeah. These maps ain't gonna draw themselves. probably unintentional to some degree, but I do appreciate getting a moment's rest here, and the fact that there's no encounters on this floor outside of the boss and FOEs. I'm just gonna very calmly draw my map. I've also got some skill points to spend. Bubsy has one less than everyone else because, well, I just sort of absent-mindedly spent it offline and then remembered afterwards, like, oh no, wait, you wanna wait till you're on to do that. Not that it makes the most enormous difference or anything, but just like to try to keep you included. Also, it's going to be a short stream, so I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe it is fine to do this offline where there's no like actual threat going on. I don't know. At the very least, I probably don't need to keep checking for secret passages. Even though, I mean, the way out of here is a secret passage, apparently. At the same time, I suppose you're probably noticing, when you look at how much of this was just auto-mapped, which is to say, little blue tiles filled in where I stepped. You can see that, at least for the purposes of walking around getting into fights, you don't really need the map to be, masterfully drawn. Oh, is it here? Is this it? I do see something over there. Okay. You stand before a hole that leads to the next stratum. A new stratum lies past this point. Yeah, you just said that. The deepest part of the labyrinth awaits you. But first you must report your vanquishment to the forest folk to Rata Hall. You check your map for the fastest way back to town. Well, this is actually going to take a while, so I don't know, I might wander here a bit, see if there's anything else to look at. I think for the most part these are just going to be more winding halls, so that we have ways to sort of navigate around all of this stuff. Yeah, I think I'll take care of this offline. You don't need to watch me do all this. You get the idea. Without sort of the survival aspects, it's just not... And that is the fastest way back to town. Oop. Steel claw. We get anything? An axe. Great, okay. And look at that. We're halfway to getting a demon mail. That we're probably not going to end up using. I don't know. Welcome back, everyone. I heard from the others that you vanquished the forest folk's guardian on the 4th stratum. Their absence has made exploring much easier. I thank you on the chieftain's behalf. Now we can finally enter the 5th stratum. No human has ever set foot there. It's a pity the chieftain isn't here to celebrate the occasion. He left saying he had business in the labyrinth and hasn't returned yet. Perhaps he wishes to see the labyrinth's mysteries solved with his own eyes. Could I trouble you to look for the chieftain while you're investigating the labyrinth? It's a personal request, not a mission per se. But I'd be grateful if you did. The chieftain is everything to this town. Without him, the people will be anxious. Thank you, and good luck. You've made a significant number of contributions to our records, haven't you? Little by little, we begin to understand more about the labyrinth. Our ultimate goal is to find every last scrap of material in the forest. And for that to happen, we'll need your cooperation. I hope you'll continue your hard work. Let's see, so Bubsy's only got the 1 skill point because I was... And we're just going to max out defense up. It hasn't helped much so far, but... I never really used provoke, or for that matter, well, I should probably start putting more points into these guard skills. Is there something else that I was... A smite, but yeah. I also found out that TP regen only applies to him. Like, patch up applies to the whole group. But TP regen is for him specifically. But that's fine. To a point. So put a little more points into Salve too, try to get it to be a little more useful. I'm just gonna keep doing bows and agility up. And we now have Healing Song and another point of Healing Song. So that's gonna give us HP regen to go with our TP regen, provided she has the time to do both songs. Yeah, it's not a big... We have successfully saved the game. And now... we get to do the Walk of Shame one last time. I never quite figured out how to encounter the FOE on this floor. And just kind of teleport whenever I got close. Oh, that does actually stop there. Okay. Yeah, I think it's fair to say drawing the map does lose a little something when there's no encounters. You know, you're not getting like interrupted by fights and, you know, the needs to sort of survive. And it's just walk from one end to the other drawing walls. A little less interesting. Stratum, Lost Shinjuku. As you step down into the next stratum, strange and wonderful buildings fill your sight. The vast underground is strewn with these unknown structures. You look around you in speechless awe. What could these ruins mean? Taking care with every step, you cautiously continue onward. Yeah, okay, so... there's a lot of stuff in this game that I forgot. Again, for anyone who wasn't here from the start, I did play the remake of this. I've never played through the original Etrian Odyssey, but I did play the version that came out for 3DS. And so when I say there's a lot of stuff in this game that I completely forgot, that's kind of most of it. I vaguely remember Ren and Thachka. A couple other things sort of came back to me as I was playing. Like, I remembered that there were forest people. I didn't remember that there was a mission to kill them all. And apparently just beating the boss was good enough for that. Point being, I absolutely remembered this particular twist with 100% clarity. I have been waiting for this moment to come up. And part of the reason why I didn't want to do a whole stream of drawing the map was specifically because I knew that we were on the verge of this moment. Before we get too carried away, I do want to mark out the location of the geomagnetic field. I think we have to use it to return to town in order for it to... I can't remember. Well, it'll only take a minute anyway. Counter rate seems a little low down here. What are they? Sifter? Sifters? Whatever. Silker, maybe? It's like how the south-facing walls look so much different than the others. Oh, that guy is right there. Huh. Well, I think I'm cornered. And I don't know that I'm in a position to risk it at the moment. We're just gonna do this the boring way and warp wire out of here. Okay, I was hoping I'd get some for that. Hey, Levi. We just made it to the 5th stratum. This is what it looks like. If we head over, I think there was some windows over here. And so if you look out the window, yeah, we are 21 floors deep into this dungeon, and we have emerged in the ruins of Shinjuku, apparently. So whatever caused the labyrinth to form has a much more complicated history than we'd been led to believe. And as I was saying before you got here, there's a lot of stuff in this game that I had forgotten. You know, since playing the 3DS remake. But this particular twist was one that I pretty much remembered was coming. Dark hair charges his power for a strong attack. Yeah, so he's there. Is he moving? He is moving. This is a mining point. Shiny seed. Drywall. Crystal wall. Daily limit. Do I have a tracking skill here? Oh, looks like there's a door at the end of the hall. Oh, that's a staircase. Okay, so this is the end of the floor. Interesting. Buddy just kind of stopped following me. Covered a new item. Demon fur. Okay, so that's the top portion. It's not a huge floor so far. Well, I might as well find out. He certainly looks tough. Terrified ain't great, but I think I can live with it for now. We're gonna need you to refresh. Give us a little relaxing music. Alright, I gotta stop using Smite. He's charging his power for a strong attack. And it missed. Okay. Alright. The tornado. Okay, fire was definitely more effective than ice. And also, I'm not gonna worry this time about... I'm not sure what Zero did to lose his fire attack. But anyway. Defeated the Dino Lich. And we got a sword rib. A large device stands before you. Its mechanism is still now. Which is somewhat confusing in and of itself, because from their perspective, isn't it just kind of a door? I mean, not just a door, but I mean, if you're from a primitive society and you're seeing an elevator door for the first time, it probably just looks like a wall with slots in it. How would they know that that's a mechanism? Let alone a mechanism that is currently staying still. As if we were potentially being chased around by an FOE, then that leg binding could be a little scarier. Alright, and there's another staircase. Treading through the ancient ruins, you see a large tree bridging two buildings. The outdoor landscape of lush greens and open sky calm your weary soul. But before you can relax, you feel a powerful threat nearby. You strain to see two figures standing in the center of the bridge, blocking your path. If you go to meet them, you're sure to face an unprecedentedly fierce battle. You glance behind you at the way leading back to town. You must be certain you are ready to face whatever may lie in wait on the bridge. What could it be? Bridge trolls, yeah. I have to tell them what my name is, what my quest is, and what my favorite color is. Let's just see here. What's the sword rib get us? Ooh! New sword. Guess that makes sense. Okay, that is a somewhat expensive sword. Effective, though. And also, we're like... we're like 2/3 of the way there. An interesting situation to find myself in. Anyway... This is going to be another short stream, though. I think I'll be able to start doing 2-hour streams on Tuesdays again pretty soon. But for now, I want to call it here. But I'm going to double save just to be sure. And I want to reset the game. Now, and I think... And basically, I just want to take a moment here. The labyrinth swallowed all. I'm just going to reread this. Innocents were stranded, sinners drowned in the depth, the damned vanished there. The great power was lost to man, and Mother Earth turned back to the new world. Only the cursed king on his throne in the abyss remembers that golden age. So that intro takes on a slightly different meaning now, because we know that sort of the world that these characters live on apparently just grew directly on top of our world. And it's also kind of an interesting twist. I don't know how much I should say. Let's just say if you've played Shin Megami Tensei 4, that's all I'm going to say. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be me for this evening. I will be back tomorrow night for ranking the Game Boy Puzzlers. We're going to be playing Brain Bender. Then, of course, improvised music on Thursday. Music experimentation on Saturday. We're not going to do the production thing again for another couple weeks still. Oh, until then, thank you, Levi, for popping in and chatting with me. And as always, thank you for coming by. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for doing the stuff. We'll be making some actual progress in this next week. And as always, I do hope to see you next time. So bye for now.